On your mark.
So expect a little bit more carnage here early in this men's under 16 1 mile. A few more bodies on the line. Certainly wasting no time to string themselves out and find a position. It's Jet Keeley in those Knox blue colours, who's going to take up the running and drag a group of 3 behind him there. An early fracture in the pack, spot at 10 metres. Have to try their best to try and reattach themselves onto this one. But this group of 4 out in front will just start to slow the pace back just ever so slightly once the adrenaline wears off just a little bit. Opening 200, 32.33 seconds. So not messing about here this evening at Doncaster, as it's Jet Keeley who's just going to string them out and really test the legs of those behind him here early and want to find himself in a comfortable position. Box Hill not too far behind him there. We'll get a good read on that. It could be Rowan Martin Ritchie. We'll check the bib numbers or the hip numbers as they make their way through. Old Zavarians touched on the back there. It's Jensen Scarf. As this opening group of 4 now looks very smooth and they're running early. So it'll be Jet Keeley. He's followed closely there by Will Leslie. Moving around the shoulder is going to be Petrie. Behind him there is Scarf. A little bit further on the inside is Sanjurai. And on a little bit further back from that is Gunalan as the rest of the field makes their way through. Jet Keeley, as I mentioned, we saw a gun-to-tape performance in the women's under 16, a variety of different ages, a variety of different athletes out there as well. So whoever crosses the line first doesn't necessarily mean they'll be the winner. It'll be up to all of our officials here at the finish line to determine that. But out in front, he can still crash the tape first. It's Jet Keeley. Will Leslie behind him there. Still in third is Robbie Petrie. And our Old Zavarians athlete in Jensen Scarf, maybe just feeling the pinch a little bit of this fast pace early in this men's under 16 mile as the rest of the field makes their way up the back straight. So 100 metres separates the top to the tail, and out in front at top at the moment, it's still Jet Keeley of Knox. Will Leslie, his closest competitor of Box Hill, sitting in second. Petrie in third, a little bit further back from that. And this pack of 3 will try their best to get on the back of Jensen Scarf in those old Zavarian colours. Out in front now, though, and determined, it's Jet Keeley. Just starts to swing the arms, the pendulum motion to push him forward. Will Leslie there in second. Hasn't really dropped off all that much there. Has our Box Hill competitor, Robbie Petrie, in third. 2:26 on the clock there. Still Scarf sitting there behind. It's Gunalan who's going to lead out Sinedurai. And also from Doncaster, it's Edward Borum, who's just on the back of all of that. So the action out in front. Closely following here, you'll see on your screen for those at home, it's Jet Keeley leading out Leslie. The rest of the field makes their way through now the start-finish line. And he'll come around 600 metres to go. Our Knox competitor, Will Leslie, a little bit of distance, forging back to him now. Further back is Petrie. And this group has done well. In fact, it's Gunalan who's done well to get right on the shoulder of Scarf. He'll have to try and return serve here the best he can and keep that inside rail, but Gunalan more than happy to move right on past him here. So the camera goes off the track and they make their way down this home straight in the beautiful blue of Knox. It must be said, it is Jet Keeley still leading out Will Leslie of Box Hill. But Jet Keeley, he's been spotted quite a bit of distance here. And he's going to come down and hear the sound of the bell on the men's under 16 1 mile. 3:33 it is on the clock there. Keeley leading it out here from Leslie, still in third and looking strong is Robbie Petrie. Gunalan of Essendon has gone right around Scarf now, and this group of 2 behind him, it's going to be Sanjurai and also Edward Borum. And they might be able to get right on the shoulder of our Old Zavarians competitor as well. 3:49, you heard at the bell there. It's Gunalan who's going to hear it about 3:56. But up the back straight, no doubt about it at all whatsoever. It's Jet Keeley. It's still Will Leslie there in second. These 2 have not changed, only the distance between them. Back there, Petrie, Gunalan as well. Scarf, also Sanjurai and Borum. As we start to see, it is going to be Martin Ritchie who comes through and Kuswanto as well. And through the finish line now is Ewanson. But out in front, he's been doing it all evening long here. It is going to be Jet Keeley. He takes a look on the inside shoulder. A little bit of wasted energy for our man from Knox because he was going to be the undisputed champion and he will not be challenged. He will not be touched here in the men's under 16 1 mile race. He's going to come down and crash the tape. 4:42, 4:43 for the man from Knox. A great race there from Jet Keeley. It's Will Leslie as well of Box Hill. Brave Racing in second out on his own. 4:50.51 it is Charging down the home straight here, it's going to be Robbie Petrie. Gets the arms moving, and he'll go just over that 5-minute marker. So good racing here. As we said, a lot of mixed ages in and amongst this under-16 event. He made a move in the middle part of this race here. Our man from Essendon, it's Gunalan. He's going to come down just under 5:20, in fact, under 5:15. Brave racing here. A big move from Edward Borum. He's got over the top of both of them, the man from Doncaster. So 5:21, 5:22, you'll call it. Sinajirai and Scarf. He made the move early, and he's come home quite bravely there as well, it must be said. It's going to be Kuswanto now who comes over the top of Martin Ritchie. It's 5:35 on the clock there. And our final competitor rounding it out here is going to be Jono Ewanson of the Dunedin Runners. He's got the singlet on. You would have heard that name a little bit earlier. Doncaster Osteo donated vouchers for this event. And it's Jono Ewanson in the Dunedin red. He'll come and finish it out just under the 6 minutes for the mile. And that's how it'll be here in the men's under 16 1 mile race.